What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV. Former NBA star Gilbert Arenas and 5 other defendants, including a suspected high-level member of an Israeli transnational organized crime group, were arrested today on a federal indictment alleging they operated an illegal gambling business in which high-stakes poker games were played at an Encino mansion Arenas owned. Arenas, who is 43, who was nicknamed Agent Zero of Woodland Hills, is charged with 1 count of conspiracy to operate an illegal gambling business, 1 count of operating an illegal gambling business, and 1 count of making false statements to federal investigators. He is scheduled to make his initial appearance and be arraigned this afternoon in United States District Court in downtown Los Angeles. Also charged in the indictment and arrested today in connection with the illegal gambling business charges are, and please bear with me because I'm trying to figure these names out pretty quickly. Yevgeny Gershon, 49, aka Gioria, of Woodland Hills, a suspected organized crime figure from Israel. Evgeny Tervetsky, 48, aka Eugene, of Tarzana. Alan Austria, 52, aka Alika, of West Hills. Yaron Cohen, age 27, aka YC of Tarzana. And Levgen Krajan, 43, of Tarzana. Each of these defendants is charged with 1 count of conspiracy to operate an illegal gambling business and 1 count of operating an illegal gambling business. Their initial appearances and arraignments are scheduled for this afternoon in U.S. District Court in Los Angeles. According to the indictment returned on July 15th and unsealed today, from September 2021 to July 2022, so we're talking about 3 to 4 years ago, Gershman, Arenas, and the other defendants operated an illegal gambling business. Arenas rented out an Encino mansion he owned for the purpose of hosting high-stakes illegal poker games. At Arenas' direction, Arthur Katz, 51, of West Hollywood, staged the mansion to host the games, found co-conspirators to host the games, and collected rent from the co-conspirators on Arenas' behalf. A lot here, I want to read all this stuff. Gershon hired young women who, in exchange for tips, served drinks, provided massages, and offered companionship to the poker players. The women were charged a tax, a percentage of their earnings from working the games. Chefs, valets, and armed security guards also were hired to staff these illegal poker games. All right, so this is okay. Look, man, I don't know what world we're living in now. Because I'm gonna tell you what was really puzzling me. On the one hand, right, the people who are in charge of the federal government, right? Let's just say Trump's people, right? They'll talk about the woke mob. They'll talk about, our people on the Democratic side are trying to destroy America from the inside out and, present this image that America isn't as strong as it once was, right? But then I'm seeing like what they're attacking. And I'm like, I look at this situation, I'm like, this is some normal shit, man. Like, this is regular Rat Pack, Circa 1960s, 70s, 80s, masculine, wealthy, rich, rich entrepreneur / rich, powerful men shit. I mean, a lot of us are fans of The Sopranos, right? Didn't we watch them play high stakes executive poker games where they were, you know what I'm saying, gambling, yes, technically illegally, tens if not hundreds of thousands of dollars at a table with rich athletes, wealthy doctors, um, celebrities, you know what I'm saying, underworld figures. We've seen it in movies. We've heard stories about athletes in real life engaging in illegal high stakes card games. I mean, I'm not trying to throw anybody's name out there, but I don't even want to put a name out there. But look, there are athletes that played for the Bad Boys that were tied to the Detroit mob playing high stakes. This is not new. Girls being there. What the fuck are we doing here, bro? What is going on here? And I'm not coming at Gilbert Arenas because of some basketball shit. That's basketball, bro. Yeah, he might have said some things about Kobe that we didn't agree with, but at the end of the day, that's basketball talk. I don't want to see somebody behind bars or some bullshit. I told y'all, man, that's how I roll, bro. I'm a pro-black nigga, bro, and I'm not going to stand off of that shit. I'm not going to see no black man in prison as some diversion tactic because they trying to keep some pedophile-ass president from getting the fucking heat that he deserved. That's all this bullshit is. Diversions. Fuck that shit. Nigga, where the Epstein tapes at? That's what we want to know. Where those Epstein tapes at? You can keep ducking and dodging all you want to, you swoop head, dust rag, fucking mop glow head bitch. But at the end of the day, we gonna stay on fucking code. Where are those Epstein tapes? Where are they? Don't give a fuck about if this man gambled. Who cares? They're supposed to be the party of limited government, right? The Republicans. They're supposed to be the party of personal rights and keeping government out of our lives. But here they are, these motherfuckers intrude all into our personal lives, leading the goal for feds to pry into our bedroom and see if we're using baby oil and see if we're engaging in sex that's too freaky for their liking, looking through the peephole and seeing if we playing cards and if they're not getting their cut. The fuck wrong with people, bro? Y'all co-sign this shit? Wait till there's somebody you don't fucking, that you like. Then you want people to fucking ease up off of them. It's bullshit, man. If you really pay attention, they threw in there with the shit with the women, right? What they try to do is everything that is a vice in this country, are vices, the government want a cut of it. The government wants a cut of everything that's a vice. They're greedy as fuck. The United States government, they never get enough, and they want a cut of everything. What's going to happen eventually is, and it might happen within the next 10 years, prostitution is going to become legal, but it's going to become government controlled. They're going to have these centers where men can go and do certain things with women who are legally approved, but you got to pay. You're going to have to pay out the ass to do it, and it's another income stream for the government. And that might be in certain states. Then in other states, it may be technically legal, but they're going to have little, loopholes for the rich white motherfuckers or the rich people in general. Everybody else, they're going to have to go to some underworld shit, but they're going to risk or doing it the old way when it's still going to be illegal, your ass going to prison. And they're going to put you in some type of situation where it's going to be even worse for Johns where you don't have to sign up as a, so get to a point now where even if you get caught with just a prostitute, you're gonna be signed up as a sex offender. Watch, it's a whole shaming thing going on, man. And if you're a gambler, you gotta get they're gonna have to get their piece of that. You know, we already know they get a piece of with alcohol and the taxes and what I'm saying, and cigarettes. Whatever vice we get, the government wants a piece of that. So if you are a person, especially if you're black, because I don't know why they just focus on Gilbert Arenas. If you got a whole Israeli mob that you arrested, but you putting the black face out there, I don't see none of the other motherfuckers' faces out there. But at the end of the day, that's all this shit's about, man. The government wants a piece of all of our vices, man, and they promote our vices. They push and promote people that push all our vices. Drink more beer, smoke more. You know what I'm saying? Smoke. Well, cigarette smoking is down, but vaping is up. Smoke more weed, which is becoming more and more legal. They still encourage people in some areas to smoke cigarettes. Definitely drink more. Eat more of this bullshit food that we got out here that's going to put you in an early grave. You know what I'm saying? Uh, Go out here and have more unprotected sex so you can have more kids so we can get more of your money if you're a man as far as child support. Or if you catch an STI, more money you got to put into the healthcare industry to cure yourself or treat whatever the fuck you get. You know, it is what it is, man. But I don't care about this. There's no crime committed. So what if some women got paid handsomely? Where's the victims at? I'm trying to figure out what the fuck is the big deal about this. This is so commonplace. I mean, this is nothing new. How many times have we watched fucking goddamn Oscar nominated movies from Oscar nominated directors like Martin Scorsese showing high stakes poker games with rich people, and we admire them. We admire The Sopranos. We admire Goodfellas and Casino. Now we're gonna try to act like we outraged because it's a nigga face we see. What the fuck, man? Fuck this shit, man.